Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So I wanted to do a video to touch upon more about how I initially felt when I found out I was pregnant. In all my my update videos and my pregnancy Q&A, I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait. But initially when I did find out I was pregnant, I wasn't that excited, I wasn't that happy, and there were a lot of emotions that I was going through, a lot of thoughts that I had, and yeah, so I wanted to share all those emotions, all those thoughts and stuff like that with you guys, to just show that you're not alone with all the emotions that you feel when you just find out you're pregnant and it's not planned, like, at all. First though, before I do start, I just want to say that being pregnant is such an amazing and beautiful thing. Just to know that you're carrying a human being inside of you, and it depends on you for its nutrients, and it depends on you so that you can provide a safe environment so that it can grow until you give birth and it comes into the big wide world. And just a combination of your DNA and your partner's DNA to just create something so perfect. It's just an amazing thing, and you should feel so proud of yourself. Yeah, just feel proud of yourself and stay strong. Anyways, let me get into the video. Okay, so in this video I'm just gonna go through the stages of events that happened, how I felt emotionally, the thoughts I had, different signs that I had, because I just feel like in my other videos I don't go into enough detail about all that stuff, and yeah, just wanted to make a more detailed video. So one of the first signs that I had was on a night shift. I don't know if it was a 10 or 12 hour night shift, but I was on a night shift, just finished eating, and I threw up. Now I thought it was just the night shifts getting to me, because at that point I was just sick and tired of night shifts. It wasn't going well with me, so I thought that it was just my body having a negative response to the night shifts, or what I ate, because this thing that I ate was something new. I've never eaten it before, so I thought it was that. So that was the first sign. I didn't really think anything of it. I did take a test because I was a little bit worried, not too worried. It came back negative because I wasn't close enough to my period as yet for it to give a true response. And then after that, there weren't any really signs that I noticed anyway at the time, because I didn't know I was pregnant, so I wasn't really picking up on maybe the little signs that were showing that I didn't realize. But a few weeks later we were preparing to go on holiday, so I was thinking, I hope my period comes soon, because I don't want to be on my period on a holiday. So I'm thinking, okay, period, come now. And then as we got closer to the holiday, I'm thinking, no, I don't want it to come now, like, just stay awake. When I didn't come on my period and we were on holiday, it wasn't a huge deal. I didn't really pick up on it because I was just having a good time on holiday. Another sign that I had was that my jeans, I usually wear high-waisted jeans, so when my stomach did get a bit bloated, I'll have to unbutton it during the day. I thought that was just because I was coming on my period. I also noticed that I was feeling nauseous, but not like extremely nauseous, just a light feeling. But I didn't really pick up on that. I just thought it was a different environment. It was a bit warmer. We weren't eating regularly and on time as we should have, so I also thought it was that. So yeah, we were just enjoying our holiday, having a great time. A few days before I actually found out I was pregnant, and we did go clubbing, and I drank so much alcohol. It's unreal. But the thing is, it's at clubs, so they really water it down compared to like the usual drinks I drink here with my family and stuff like that. It was pretty watered down. They had the pictures and like the weak cocktails, so I did drink a lot, but I didn't get drunk. So that was before I found out, and they do say that if you do drink in the first like few weeks, it doesn't really affect the baby that much, but as soon as you find out, stop drinking. So yeah, that's another thing that happened that kind of got me paranoid when I did find out. But yeah, so after a while when I was on holiday, my husband told me, you should probably take a test, because my period hasn't come. I was still getting cramps, like my period was coming, like really bad cramps as well. So I was still expecting it. I was like, babe, it's gonna come soon. But he told me to take a test, and I took it because I thought I wasn't pregnant. So I was like, okay, let me just take it, it's gonna come back negative anyway. So we went to we bought it one day, and later we went to a restaurant, and I was like, let me take the test because I thought it was negative. So just went in the toilet, took the test, and the results instantly came up, like instantly. When they say wait 3 minutes, no, it came up like that, and I saw 2 lines, and I was like, okay, like isn't there usually 1 line for a negative, so why is it saying 2 lines? So that was a bit confusing for me, you know. And when I saw that 2 lines was positive, I was like, wait, there must be a mistake, this is not happening. And that moment was crazy, finding out, because I was just, I don't know, it was just the thought of bringing another human being into this world. Not that I didn't want to, but just at that time, just wasn't ready. At that moment, I just wanted to forget about the results. I wanted to forget about what just happened and just pretend for a bit longer that I wasn't pregnant and that I didn't know I was pregnant, and you know, just go back to normal, back to where I didn't know I was pregnant, back to where I wasn't pregnant. Just go back to that time and forget about the test. I was just really disappointed. I mean, we were on holiday, we were thinking about our next holiday, where we're gonna go, and that was only our 2nd holiday. My husband had just come to the UK 6 months before that. He had just started working as well, and we just moved out. Everything was going at a good pace so far, and you know, we were just starting our life as husband and wife, actually physically together, because we were previously we were in a long distance relationship for 5 years, so no, for 6 years. So before that, so you know, I just wanted a bit more time to enjoy our husband and wife life. So yeah, my husband was quite happy. He was very supportive. He didn't try and make me feel worse than I had. He didn't try and make me feel guilty. He didn't, like, he was extremely supportive, extremely happy. We did plan to have kids, just not now. I mean, in maybe 3 years we wanted to have kids. We still wanted to have kids quite young, but just not yet. And we wanted to do so much more with our lives before we brought children into this world. But yeah, my husband was extremely supportive, which was great, and I really appreciate that. But I still felt like, you know, it's more of my responsibility that we're having a baby. And although he will be there, and I know he'll be an amazing father and he'll always be there for our child, I still feel like, you know, I'm carrying the baby, I'm gonna have to give birth. And I think probably because I come from a single parent household with my mum. She was a single mum. She still is a single mum. I feel like the responsibility of raising a child and taking care of a child, providing for a child, falls more on the mother. So I'm thinking, oh my god, like, it's okay for him, like, of course he can be happy, he can be okay about it, but it's more responsibility on me, and I'm just not ready for that responsibility. So yeah, because I felt like all the responsibility was on me, I felt more like my life was over. I mean, he can continue to do his life. I mean, while I'm pregnant, I can't drink, I can't like do yada 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 yada, and he can still do all these things. So I felt like more of my life was gonna have to change more drastically than his, and I'll have to give up things, and I felt like my life was being taken away. At times I would just be so sad during the first trimester, crying. I'll cry so much as well. So like at that time there was just so much that was on my mind, and yeah, I'll just cry a lot. Like I was scared of responsibility, scared of bringing another person into this world, having to raise them, if they're gonna be a rude child. I really don't like rude children, and I was worried about that. I wasn't worried so much financially and stuff like that, because I know me and my husband, we always make it work. Whatever we go through, always make it work in that part. But yeah, I wasn't worried about that. I was worried about us, well, me coping with a baby, coping with a child. But I wasn't worried about him and like my family and stuff like that, because we have a huge family. They're all very supportive, very loving, and you know, they're always there when we need them, especially. So you know, I wasn't worried about that. I was just, so yeah, after a while I did come to terms with it, and I realized that, you know, even though we may have our plans, may have all these huge plans and have an image in our head how we want things to go, but ultimately God will choose your path, and God will choose what happens in your life. And you know, he brought a child into our life at this moment for a reason, and it's not a bad reason, it's a good reason, whether we see it or not at the time or afterwards. And I realize now that, you know, even if we do have a child, it's not gonna stop us from living our lives, from achieving what we want to achieve, from traveling. It's just going to be a bit harder, and because I want these things so much, I'm not scared of having to work harder for it. I am looking forward to it. And I mean, if I have my partner, and my mum, she was a single mum for majority of the time she was a single mum, she still achieved so much, she still went traveling, she still made such great progress. Like, we always went on holiday just like the other kids from 2-parent households, and my mum was able to do that all by herself. So I have no doubt that me and my husband will also be able to do that. So yeah, it will take time to come to terms with it. It will take time to feel happy about it, feel excited. It will take time to, you know, feel that bond with your baby. Some people feel the bond when the baby's still in their womb. Some people feel it when they give birth. Some people feel it weeks after they've given birth. So whenever you do feel whenever you come to terms with, whenever you feel happy about it, whenever you feel that bond with your child, is perfectly fine. Whether it's quickly or whether it's very slowly, it's all down to you. Don't compare yourself with other people, or, you know, what other people feel. What you're feeling is fine, and it's okay. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Just believe in yourself, feel proud of yourself, know that you can do this. Everything will be fine. Just take it at your own pace, don't compare yourself, and, you know, all that good stuff. If you do have any questions or anything, just leave them down below and I'll answer them. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. All right, bye guys, stay sweet.